I think you've got to get to know your team, I would say. And probably I have, a native inclination for the soft side of leadership rather than the hard, as you said, command and control. And so just getting to know the team, I take great effort. And this came from a lecturer when I did my undergraduate degree. Tom Anderson was a project manager on the Mooney Creek Bridge. And he told a story one day in a lecture, and I'll never forget it. It was probably 30 years ago, maybe more, where he talked about he purposefully would spend time with engineers and people and learn the names of their wives and their kids, and occasionally bring that up, or how's Jackie going, or how's Jill going, and those little things for a young person to have somebody senior just to ask a question about their child who. If their child's one, they had their first child, you can imagine this is nothing more precious in the world than their child, and you're asking about them, just carries a lot of weight. And so getting to know your people, getting to know, and it takes a bit of a balancing act, right? You don't want to be intrusive, you don't want to be nosy as such, but you just want to ask enough to say, I want to understand you as a person, where you are in life, what are your motivators, what are things that don't interest you? So that way, when you're considering them from a reward or recognition, or giving them something back in return, you want to give them something that they value, and you just can't apply the same reward and recognition framework to everyone. You've got to consider them individually. So I think just spending time, and it takes effort, right? I remember going into leadership because you aspire seeing people that you work with, and no one ever tells you that it's actually extremely hard work. And it's selfless work, and it's difficult. And so you get there and realize that for yourself and go, oh my goodness, no one told me about this.
Did I sign up for this?
So I think that's probably to try and get the most out of people in this day and age, specifically in the tech world. It's getting to know your people. And look, and some people will may not want that, may be very standoffish and don't want to engage in that. And that's fine. You just need to work out where that is. But most people, happy to have a discussion, happy to understand. And I normally will share as well and make myself vulnerable as well to have that engagement. But I think that carries a lot of weight when people can form that sort of companionship as human beings and can collectively own the vision that you're putting forward and working towards it as a team.